alive. Okay, well, I guess I might need to put both of y'all to the same side, so I won't have to be going back and forth. Let me put this right here so that we are. Yeah. Listen up here, y'all. Let's see here, maybe put something heavy in front of it. Sorry, y'all, over here on YouTube. Okay. That's kind of working. Okay, that's working. Okay, hey everybody, I am here today to let everybody know about the surgery I am having tomorrow. I am having a appendectomy. A appendectomy is what the bottom of your stomach is called an apron. It's all of the fat that lays over your poop. And so most insurances will pay for a appendectomy. If you have a appendectomy, most doctors will want to give you a tightening. They call it muscle tightening, which is basically a tummy tuck. So most people get a appendectomy. The insurance will pay for the appendectomy. Oh my goodness, they're a little loud. Hold on, y'all. Most insurance will pay for the appendectomy, but the tummy tuck they will not. So, and that's the muscles. And that's you. My doctor is Dr. Park in Jacksonville, Florida. He's at Florida Plastic Surgery Group in Fleming Island, which is just a subdivision, you know, like a neighborhood, like a little town out right outside of Jacksonville. And his name is Dr. Park. I will put his information down in the link. So if you want to see him, he has great reviews. He does a lot with breast cancer and cancer awareness. So, sorry about that, y'all. He does a lot with breast cancer and reconstructive surgery. So he is great for this right here. Okay. So that is what a appendectomy is. It's basically taking everything from the navel. Can y'all see me over here on? Yeah, because that looked like it was blocking off what I'm showing over here, over on TikTok. Okay, see everything from my navel down. This is my belly button. Everything from this down is considered an apron. And because it's hanging over. You see how it's hanging over? That is because that is what you get a appendectomy. A appendectomy go from hip to hip. Everything that's hanging over will be cut off. And like I said, most doctors want you to get a tummy tuck too, which is basically tightening of the muscles. Most people that had a baby, if you had a baby, more than likely you torn your muscles. Very few people did not tear their muscles when they've had a child, especially after multiple ones. I am going to be showing y'all my disgusting gut in a moment. So get ready. All those that don't want to see it, please turn away. Because I want y'all to see the before and the after. But first, I want to tell you, because I've had three gastric bypasses. I have a severe back problem due to a certain disorder I have. It keeps eating my bone marrow in my back. So this surgery I'm having to take off the excess weight so I don't lean forward anymore. And hopefully this will help my back be stronger and so I won't have so many back surgeries. But I've had 3 gastric bypasses, like I said. The first one I had was in 2002, which was called a Roux-en-Y. And they don't do Roux-en-Ys anymore. Roux-en-Ys was the real invasive one they used to do. You know, where they cut. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, there we go. What was it? I said the 3 surgeries. I've had 3 gastric bypasses. The first one was a Roux-en-Y. I had it at, yeah, I remember the Subway, man. I was, you know, so taken by what his ordeal. So I went to Holy Cross in Fort Lauderdale where he did it, which is a bariatric hospital where they only deal with very plus size people. And I was 400 pounds then. I know I look 400 pounds now, but I am not. I'm only 270. Basically, it's 265 was the last time I went, right between in there, 270s. But anyway, I went there for my first one for a Roux-en-Y. They no longer do it Roux-en-Y. That was the most invasive one, where they take your stomach and they cut it off and cut off a lot of your intestines, and they kind of hook a little piece of your intestines back up to that and put a ring on it. That one I lost so much weight, y'all. I really looked good. I was down in size 14s, and I mean I really looked good. But I had something called a I always forget the name of it. But anyway, it was that my stomach behind my original stomach, the one that they redid, started growing another stomach. So I started eating like crazy, y'all. So about 2000, and that was 2002 that I had that surgery. I actually went about 20 years, because it was in 2022 I had to have that removed. They went in, they found that it was another stomach growing. It had grown back to a full-size stomach, y'all. So I came back, I was at 330 pounds. I actually did. They took that actual stomach off, and they took the ring off. And I think that was a bad thing, because I think I should have kept the ring on. But they took that off, but I had so much scar tissue. This is basically not fat. It's mostly scar tissue. So that surgery, I lost down to, I went from 330 to 250. Then in 2023, the very next year, they went back in and took some more of my intestines out, because I had kept getting blockages in them. So that was the 3 gastric surgeries that I had. So I have a lot of scarring on my stomach. Also having the stomach tightening. And Dr. Parks charges $5,500 in addition to get that done. My insurance paid for the appendectomy all by itself. So, but the skin type, the tummy tightening, which most people call it a tummy tuck, but or abdominoplasty, which is something like a tummy tuck. All of them kind of like are basically the same, but I'm having the appendectomy tomorrow morning. But because I've had so many of these surgeries, and this one is, you cannot, with the appendectomy, you cannot lean and strain and do much of nothing, because they're going to take off all of this, and they take your stomach, they take all that fat out, and then they squeeze it down flat. So you can't basically stand up straight for a minute. So I want to give you guys, just in case you decide to have this surgery, heads up. It is a very painful surgery. It is not nothing to be playing up with. It's not a little cute little something that you do, you know. And I've known a lot of people, you know, like they have the mommy makeovers. It's basically what that is. It's kind of like that. But you always have to go to a halfway house, because those surgeries are done at a surgical center. You go home the same day. So it's best to either get a what is it called? A healing house, where, you know, you say the girls that get the butts and all that, they always go to a little house and they transition there. It's best to do that, but I am not, because I've had so many of these surgeries. I am coming home. And most of you will come home, because it depends on what state you're in and what city you're in. Do they have those halfway houses? Now, they have them here in Jacksonville, but I can come home. And I'm going to tell everybody what you need to have. First of all, please have you some garbage bags. You don't want to be, you know, moving around too much. You're going to be in the bed for most of this. What's this? No. I'm sorry, no co-host. Sorry. But anyway, next, you want to have a heating pad to put over your stomach. When you have the appendectomy, what they're going to put a band around your stomach, and it's really tight. They call them fajas, but you're going to have that on. But you're going to also have 2 incisions where they have drainage. The little bubbles. I'm going to show you tomorrow when I get out. My first day, I'd probably be a little too tired to really do a tutorial. So look up Wednesday morning. I'm pretty sure I'll be up enough just to kind of show y'all the drains and all of that kind of stuff. And just what level of pain or what level of pain you're not in at that moment. But anyway, you'll have 2 drains. So I have 7 nightgowns. All of my nightgowns have pockets in it to put the drains in both pockets. So you'll be able to make sure you get something with pockets so you put those drains in, because the drains have to stay low. If they put them up high, some people have them pinned on their thing, and that causes the drains not to drain. You want your drains to drain totally all the way out, all of the fluids to drain into both of those tubes. So put them in, get you a nice pocketed shirts so you can put them in there. I got 7 over here. Let's get them. Let me see. Oh, here they go. There. Turn you a little bit. See, I got me 7 outfits there. I'm going to turn y'all a little bit. See the 7 outfits there? 7 nightgowns that I have. I don't know what I just did there, but on TikTok, but okay. I got y'all back over here on TikTok. Sorry about that. I was just trying to show y'all, but I guess I'm not going to do too much more moving of the cameras. Put your bit this way. Put you back over here. I know y'all see all this Minnie Mouse saying, is this a little child's room? No, this is my room. And those that know me on TikTok know I am a Minnie Mouse junkie. I am. It is what it is. I have it everywhere, all over the room. You see the stickers on the wall. They're everywhere. The bed drapings, everything is Minnie Mouse. But anyway, back over here. So I have those 7 outfits. All of them have pockets to put those drains in. It is very important that you have those drains, like I said, in something low. Okay? And next up, these flushable wipes are going to be your best friend. You can take a bath, but I suggest, unless you have a shower head that you can just kind of, which it don't make sense. But I have these wipes right here, so when I go to the bathroom, hold on one second, y'all. I forgot to take this out. I was going to need to show this to y'all. I'm sorry. I was going to have to show this to y'all. Got to take it out of here. Okay. So, when you go to the bathroom, you really don't want to sit on the toilet. And when you're doing your number 2, you will. But when you're going to the bathroom, as much as you have to urinate, you're going to urinate a lot. So get this little tube. You kind of stand over your toilet and use that. Get your flushable wipes. Wipe up. These 2 are golden after you have any kind of stomach surgery, because your stomach muscles, you use them a lot. And you're not supposed to use them at all when you're having a tummy tuck or a appendectomy. You're basically supposed to stay sedentary for at least the first week. You might feel better before that week is out, want to move a little bit. You can. Please do, because we don't want blood clots. But make sure you get this little thing to stand up, because the more you're bending and straight, you don't want to stretch that. And your wipes. Next up, I know grown folks, I know y'all think y'all cute and you don't want to do it, but panties, disposable panties. You sleeping while you're, you just can't get up. You won't wet all over yourself. It's not nothing to be embarrassed of. Get you at least a pack of them so that you can have on these adult diapers at least the first week. I have like a caddy set up over here on my door. I'll kind of show it later when I go out. But it's full of the diapers. And also, next up, on your wrap. These are poised really big. Let me show you. Let me show you one. They are huge white. pads. Now these pads are not for you to put on your cuckoo. These are, you get the extra long ones. Make sure they're not those little thin ones, but these. You on your incision. You want to keep these on your incision. Get the ones with the glue on the back so you can put it against your underwear or whatever, so that when you're that drain, you're going to be leaking across that little where your incision is, because it's going from hip to hip. You want something that's comfortable and cushiony right there. Let these collect all that gunk so you don't have to wipe around the incision. Every time you finish, every time you go to the bathroom or move around or something, check it, take it off, put a new one on. This is like gold. It feels so comfortable because the band or the faja, it moving on it is irritating. So if you put these pads across it, and I got the really long one, you put it across, the thicker the better, y'all. The thicker the better, so it's cushiony on that incision, so you won't be, what was my weight? My initial weight was 436 pounds. Then I went down to 2 something, then I went back up to 3 something, and now I'm back down to 265 because I've had so many gastric bypasses. I saw that question over there on I think it was YouTube. I'm not sure which one of y'all are asking it, but some of them I could see. But anyway, on to next. Those are golden with a pendectomy. Because I've had that cut across here when I had my second gastric bypass, I know what makes you feel good. And if y'all can see all of this hanging everywhere, it is crazy. Next up, adult size wipes. You want to clean yourself up. I'm a very clean person. I got OCD like crazy, so I always have these anyway. Just you know, when I'm at night when I'm laying in bed, I'm old as can be, y'all, so I be sweating. So I, wipe up with these. These are golden. Wipe as much as you want to wipe yourself up until you take your baths. And if you don't feel like bathing that whole first week, I understand, because like I said, the more you moving and scratching on that thing, they're going to tell you to get up and take your walk, but go straight back to the bed and do that. You don't want to move those muscles. You don't want your incision. I see a lot of girls that have had it, and their incision after it's healing is stretched all big across there. It should not. It should be the pin size it is when you have your surgery. And the reason why there's a stretching like that, because they're getting up and down and moving and moving and moving too soon. Don't do that. And they didn't have this protection around it. You need these things. Get you a big pack. You see I got a big, I think it's 27 in there. Change them out. Take that glue off the back, stick it to whatever underwear or your faja that's on your incision as much as you need to. Let that thing drain, and this is basically cleaning it. When you take an old one off and put a new one on, this is clean. I also have with it Desitin Daily. Take your squirt, rub it across here after your first couple of days. Don't put anything on it before that. But this daily Desitin will keep it from irritating you, because it's going to itch. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the burnings inside of your stomach like somebody will set you on fire. Some people do, some people don't, because they take a knife, like a laser, and they're burning off the fat. So you kind of do feel that. I'm not going to hold back on telling anybody anything, because like I said, I've had these surgeries 1,002 times. But like I said, these are golden. The adult size wipes, they're thick. You can wipe yourself up while you're laying in your bed. Because like I said, I have OCD, so I understand. Make sure you do this. Next up, we talked about the heating pad already, right? Yeah, I talked to you about the heating pad. This baby here. when you got to scratch your legs, or you want to, you know, pick something up. Some people have a little gripper thing. I don't have one of those. But this here, I use it like everything. I scratch my back and everything. Anything that's irking, I help pull up my clothes with it. You need something to keep you from stretching too much, really and truly. And like I said, Dr. Pox is a awesome doctor. I've dealt with him, and I know I've checked his history. A couple of my friends have had a surgery with him. So, and he is just like the sweetest person. Like I said, I'm going to put a lot of these links in the bottom. Like the things that I got off Amazon. These big adult swipes, I get like 4 packs of them for $30 on Amazon. I'm going to put that link down there. Because like I said, these things you need. You can buy the pads and the adult wipes. You can get that anywhere. But let's go on to next. For me, I have this big giant, let me pull back some. I'm going to go with some. Okay, I have this right here. Most people don't know nothing about this, but this is in every Walgreens. Oh, I'm sorry, man. This is in every Walgreens, every CVS. I only shop in CVS because, you know, I love my books, baby. But anyway, it's called Nubian. It's a nerve blocking pain. Take this and rub it across your back. It'll ease up that pain, the shocking kind of nerve ending pain. You can rub it across your back, across your inner thighs, you know, but nothing around your stomach, but just in places that is around it. It absorbs through your skin, and it kind of eases the pain on your lower joints, you know, your lower part of your body, because they do take your, you know, your bottom half and pull it up, and this and pulling it down. There's a lot of nerves that, you know, will be down there that's kind of sensitive. You want something to give you a pain relief. I do that, and I got my Tylenol. Now, I have stronger drugs, but mostly try just to take Tylenol afterwards, you know, and you'll feel better. This is my golden child. When I show y'all my food prep, I'm going to show y'all I have sea moss. I make sea moss, so anybody want to buy any sea moss from me, just let me know. Send me an inbox. I make mine fresh. But I also buy the drops. When, you know, like with this surgery, most surgeries, you don't really want to eat right after it. So with these drops, I just take a couple, take it, right? And I hadn't taken mine today, so I'm going to take me a couple of drops now because I'm a little bit weak, y'all. So mine is sea moss, black seed oil, the agave, buckwheat, and bladderwrack. You're supposed to take 2 droppers full, but my dropper's kind of broke, so you know, I got a hot one. But this is amazing. I'll put the links in the bottom. I got these off of Amazon as well. Now, Tasha K, on her page, she sells one that I got from off of her page. It's really good, but they're always out. Hint, Tasha K, if you seeing this, y'all always out on y'all website, so I had to find me another alternative, and so I got this one off of Amazon. The ratings were really good. It was over like 60,000 people had used it. When you go on the site, you'll see it. So and it was almost 4.6 on their rating. So really good, and I take it. It gives me the energy I need, and it makes me feel better. If you know anything about sea moss, there's 92 of 103 of the minerals that you need for your body. No other supplement, there's nothing on earth has as much of the 103 minerals in it as sea moss. So I do the dropper form. It works for me. Now, because you do need to keep your hydration up, I have behind me, I'm going to show y'all, that's my little refrigerator. See my refrigerator? I keep my waters in there. I hope it showed y'all really good. I keep my waters. I'm going to show y'all over here. See my little refrigerator. Say hey to YouTube. Hey YouTube. This is my little refrigerator with my waters in them. And you see I had the little half size bottles of water. Let me take one out because I didn't show you well. The half-size bottles of water is what you need because you want to at least have 8 ounces of water. Every pain pill you take, everything you do, you want to at least take down 8 ounces of water. That is super, super important. And also, you can see over here, y'all, I got my Gatorade and my water right there. So I'm just showing y'all over there on TikTok. And I show y'all over on YouTube as well. Water and Gatorade. Okay. But dehydration, you can get as much water as you want in, but you need to get you some potassium pills. Take you these every day for the first week. But this and this. Let's go with this first. Get you something to go to the bathroom. I have, however, I bought this, but I have prescription working medicine. So it's called lactulose. But if you can't, if your doctor doesn't prescribe you something like this to soften your stool, you do not want to be straining. Hello, somebody, when it's time to go to the bathroom. And don't. So, get you some Miralax. I got the orange flavored Miralax. I like it. I can put it in my smoothies. I put it in anything. You know, right on the side of my bed. I have it right there so that, you know, I got me a little cup. Pour my water. Pour me a capful. Because you want to keep your bowels moving. This will be the only time you're really sitting on the toilet. And you want to make it count. You don't want to be back and forth. You want your nice one. If you start eating, most of the time, you know, you're not going to eat those first couple of days, in my understanding. But I know this is basically this kind of surgeries I've already had. So I make sure I got me some Miralax. Make sure you got me Miralax. So, okay, that is all of the supplements. That's everything. Oh, no. I'm missing some. Oh, this. This, y'all, is called Wound Vac. Wound Vac is you take these every single day. It's it helps your wound heal from the inside, and that's where they did all the burning and everything. It helps it heal, and it helps your body heal faster. This stuff is golden. Every surgery I've had, I've used this. My scarring does not look all ugly, distorted, and all stretched out. No. Because of Wound Vac. Get some Wound Vac. I will leave the link in the description below for Wound Vac. It's also on Amazon. And it takes a while to come, y'all. So, I don't know what their shipping thing is. I guess everybody in the world, they got hollering too. Be like trying to get this stuff. So, it took me a month to get mine for this time. But I already know to go ahead and get it, you know, in advance. So, Wound Vac is on Amazon. It's about $40. For, what is it, 60 pills? Yeah, I think it's 60 pills because you take it twice a day. You have 2 capsules twice a day. 60 pills in here. This is amazing. It heals you quick from the inside out. Okay, and for me, I got this big giant comfy pillow. I put my legs up in that so that, you know, to keep you in that bent kind of position. Keep your legs up. My bed also reclines up and down. Wait a second, y'all. Where's my remote? See? You hear my bed?
Someone was detected at your front door.
It's probably Amazon bringing more stuff. As you see, I lift my bed up at the bottom so that my feet are elevated. If you don't have a bed that does that, this pillow, these pillows right here, this big giant thing I was talking about earlier, it is amazing for it. You can put your legs up on that and recline. You do need to be in a bending position. So that is everything. I'm going to go over it one quick time to let you know I have the waters. Little refrigerator on the side of me so I can just reach over there and grab me a water because I'm coming home after the surgery. I'm not going to a center. You know, I'm going home and my surgeon, I don't see my surgeon until I I have my surgery tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I go back to him on the 10th to check my drains. Now, your drains usually don't come out for 2 weeks, but some people like me, I take very good care of them. Like I told you, I put my drains in my pockets and they're always down facing so they can drain. Nothing up here. No, they need to be low. The lower they are, as soon as I come out of the bathroom or wherever I'm going, I take them back out of my pockets. Sometimes I leave them in and just stretch my shirt down, but I mostly have my drains down because you want them to drain out all that fluid within 2 weeks. You don't want to have those 2 drains on you longer than 2 weeks because they have stitches onto both sides of it and it is painful. I'll show you my scars on that in just a minute, which I'm going to do now. Now, I also did food prep. I've made sure I made my meals for, well, hold on a second. I could just show y'all. I'll show y'all my meals because I wanted to make sure I also showed y'all. Hold on one second. I'm going to take y'all in the kitchen, show y'all how to do my food prep. Oh, another thing. Make sure you have a walker. Hold on one second. Let me get my walker. All right, everybody. Turn you around, see my walker. Can you see it over here? Y'all? I got a walker. Y'all know what a walker is. That walker is like priceless. When you first have it, you want to be able to press down on it and walk everywhere you need. Like I'm going to be home. So I definitely need the walker to come in my kitchen. And because I'm doing all this at home by myself. Like I said, I'm not going to a healing center. Okay. Now, I'll turn y'all around. See, I did my food preps. Food preps. That is, the left side is all of my breakfast. Let me get my water out here. I am thirsty. I've cooked all of my meals for 7 days. I made them all soft, nice soft foods, y'all. You want to, okay, sorry about that over there at TikTok. Yeah, you want to have very, okay, let's go like this. This is I'm in my bathroom, and I guess, I don't know how to show. I guess I can put it right here. We're in my bathroom now, y'all. Yeah. We are in my bathroom, and I am going to discuss, y'all, because all y'all wanted to see what my poop. If you can see back there, I know y'all can over here. You see my rack right there? I have the diapers and the little things, so as I'm coming back and forth, I can just grab them. They're up high. I'm going to let y'all see. See? In my room on the door, that's the thing I was talking about. It's got all of my diapers and Pampers in there, and it's up high, y'all, so that I'm not leaning down at all. Like I said, I've done this stuff enough times to know better than to play around with it. I want to make sure y'all got a good eye. Now, here comes the disgusting part. I want to show everybody just how much. Okay, you need to come over a little bit because you're... All right, everybody's in a good position. Can see me totally. Okay, I have on shorts, but this is my incision will go from here to here. Everything that you see here, they are going to remove. And this, y'all, is heavy. It has a rash underneath it. Is why I'm getting the appendectomy. What qualified me was the back pain as well as that. But if you see, this is my stomach. This is all that's going to be removed.